Let's observe something here. This is a beryllium atom. The beryllium nucleus has 4 protons, as you can see here, and it has 5 neutrons, as you can see here. The number of electrons present in the beryllium atom is 4, as you can see here again. So this is a neutral beryllium atom, as the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. So this is a neutral beryllium atom. What happens now if we increase the number of electrons? So let's add an electron to this. As I add 1 electron to this atom, see what happened. There were originally 4 protons and 4 electrons. So the positive charge of the 4 protons cancel out the negative charge of the 4 electrons. But there is 1 extra electron, that is 1 extra negative charge in this species now. This extra charge makes it a charged species, and this charged species is known as an ion. Since it is negatively charged because of this extra electron, this is known as a negatively charged ion. Let's add 1 more electron to this. So now there are 4 protons and 6 electrons. So the positive charge of the 4 protons cancel out the negative charge of the 4 electrons, but there are 2 extra electrons. That is 2 extra negative charges. These make it again a charged species. This charged species is known as an ion since there are 2 extra charges. So it becomes -2. That is, it has 2 extra negative charges, and since it is again negatively charged, so it's known as a negatively charged ion. Alright, let's make it again neutral. Now it's again a neutral atom. That is, it has 4 protons and 4 electrons. Well, now let's remove the electrons. Now I remove 1 electron from this atom. So now we have that the 3 positive charges of the 3 protons cancel out the negative charges of the 3 electrons. So these 3 cancel out, but there is 1 extra proton. This extra proton makes the charge, that is the extra charge which is present, it becomes +1, and because of this extra charge, again it becomes a charged species, and since it is positively charged because of this extra proton, it becomes a positively charged ion. Now let's remove 1 more electron. So now we have 4 protons and 2 electrons. So the 2 positive charges of the 2 protons, they cancel out the negative charges of the 2 electrons, but there are 2 extra protons. That is 2 extra positive charges. So the overall charge of this species becomes +2, and since it becomes charged, that is, it becomes an ion. Since it is positively charged because of the 2 extra positive charges, it becomes a positively charged ion. So when we add electrons or when we remove electrons, this becomes a charged species which we call ion. When we add electrons, the total number of negative charges increase, so it becomes a negatively charged ion. When we remove electrons from the neutral atom, the positive charges are more than the negative charges, so it becomes a positively charged ion. So an atom in which the total number of electrons, it's not equal to the total number of protons. It gives a net positive or a net negative charge to the species, and those charged species are known as ions. So ions are the charged species, that is, when the total number of electrons is not equal to the total number of protons. It gives it a net positive or a net negative charge.